The night was silent in Ndiba, too silent. Then a scream ripped through the darkness. A young boy, Tunde, ran breathlessly through the empty streets, his eyes wide with terror. Behind him, the towering structure of Holy Covenant Ministry stood ominous, its stained glass windows glowing unnaturally. Tunde banged on his mother's door. "Mama, don't go to that church again," he sobbed. His mother, a devoted member, pulled him inside. "What nonsense is this?" she snapped. Tunde's lips trembled. "I saw them. I saw what they do at night." His mother's expression darkened. "What did you see?" Tunde swallowed hard. "Pastor Adisa, he isn't human." His mother slapped him across the face. "You will not speak against a man of God." But Tunde knew what he saw, the pastor's eyes glowing, his mouth stretching inhumanly wide, and the shadow of something enormous coiling beneath the church floor. At dawn, villagers found Tunde's lifeless body near the river. His tongue was missing, and his eyes were open in eternal horror. But the strangest thing, his fingers were bent into the shape of a snake. The news of Tunde's mysterious death spread like wildfire, but no one dared to speak against Prophet Adisa. He was too powerful, too feared. In the bustling city of Lagos, journalist Chika Okafor scrolled through her emails when one subject line caught her eye. "The church that kills. You must expose them." The email had no sender name, just an attachment. Chika clicked on it, and a grainy video played. The footage was shaky, but she could make out a dark figure in priestly robes standing over an altar of blood. Then, a massive shadow moved behind him. The video cut off abruptly. Her pulse raced. Was this real? Determined, Chika booked a trip to Ndiba. Upon arrival, she noticed something odd. The villagers avoided eye contact, and whispers followed her. She approached an elderly woman. "Excuse me, Ma, can you tell me about Holy Covenant Ministry?" The woman's face turned pale. "Leave before it's too late." That night, as Chika settled into her motel room, her phone vibrated. "Unknown number. Do not enter that church. They are watching you." A loud hiss echoed outside her window. Chika's breath caught in her throat. Slowly, she turned to look. Two glowing eyes stared back at her. Chika bolted for the door, but when she flung it open, no one was there. Had she imagined it? Determined to uncover the truth, she searched for Oke, a legendary hunter known for his bravery. She found him sharpening his blade outside his hut. "I need to know about Holy Covenant Ministry." Oak stiffened. "You city people think everything is a joke." "People are dying," she insisted. "I have proof." Oak exhaled deeply. "Meet me at midnight by the river." Later that night, Chika arrived at the rendezvous point. Oke emerged from the shadows. "Before we go inside that church, you must promise me one thing. If you see something unnatural, do not scream." Chika swallowed hard. "Why?" Oke looked her dead in the eye. "Because screaming means they've already seen you." A gust of wind howled through the trees, and a low hiss slithered through the air. Something huge moved in the darkness. At exactly 1 a.m., Chika and Oke crept toward Holy Covenant Ministry. The massive doors were unlocked. Inside, the church looked normal until Chika noticed the floor was damp, with something thick and dark. Oke pointed at the altar, whispering, "It's beneath." He pried open a hidden trap door. A horrid stench hit them as they descended into darkness. Their feet met cold stone. Chika turned on her camera light. The sight before them sent ice through her veins. Bones, piles and piles of human bones. A distant chanting echoed. Oak motioned for silence. Suddenly, a deep growl rumbled behind them. Something big was awake. Chika clamped a hand over her mouth as a massive scaled tail slithered past them. Her camera light flickered. Oke grabbed her wrist. "We move now." They stepped over Bones, inching toward the end of the chamber. The chanting grew louder. Then they saw it. Prophet Adisa, standing before a colossal serpent, its body coiled around the altar. But what made Chika's blood freeze was the sacrificial victim tied to the altar. It was the village chief. Oke tensed. If we don't act now, he dies. Chica raised her camera when her phone screen suddenly cracked by itself. The serpent's head snapped toward them. OK hurled a dagger, striking the serpent's thick hide. It barely flinched. Adisa turned slowly. You shouldn't have come. With a wave of his hand, the walls began to move. No, not the walls. More snakes, hundreds of them. OK grabbed Chica's arm. Run! They sprinted it towards the exit, but the snakes poured from the walls. Chica tripped, landing hard. The giant serpent lunged, but at the last second, OK slashed its eye with his blade. A monstrous screech filled the cavern. They bolted up the stairs, barely escaping before
the trapdoor slammed shut. But as they stumbled into the night, they realized they weren't alone. A hooded figure stood at the church entrance, watching them. Chica's hands trembled as she replayed the footage. We have proof. OK remained silent. You don't understand. That thing knows you now. Ignoring his warning, Chica uploaded the video. Within hours, it went viral. Millions watched in horror. Then came the comments. I saw something in the background. The video glitched. What was that? Chica, don't look behind you. Her heart pounded. She turned to her reflection in the mirror. The glowing eyes from the church stared back. Everyone who watched the video started disappearing. Reports flooded the news. Viewers claimed to hear hissing sounds at night. OK grabbed Chica's shoulders. You need to delete it. She shook her head. The world needs to know. A notification flashed on her phone. Delete the video or more will die. That night, Chica heard a whisper. You belong to us now. OK and Chica confronted Prophet Adisa. He laughed. You think this will end with me? The ground trembled. The serpent's true form emerged, a god older than time. Adisa whispered, It's awake. Chica faced the camera one last time. If you're watching this, I'm already gone. The screen glitched. Then came the hissing. The video ended. Moral lesson of this story is, blind faith can be dangerous when it prevents people from seeing the truth. Evil thrives in silence, but exposing it comes at a cost.